y'all, Mythic Rare here, and I can't believe there are 31 of you amazing A1 Day 1 subscribers. I just love how every single time I do this, the number just gets bigger. It is awesome. Y'all are awesome. And as you may have noticed, new diamond painting event and a new diamond painting. So, what we are working on today is Winter Girl from Enabler's Outpost. We're about right here on the canvas. And let me tell you, that first corner over there, it was all a sea of 939 punctuated by 310. And I was living my best multi-placing life. Speaking of multi-placers, this is my new Enabler Outpost pen to match with the canvas. And it's got the 7-placer in it. Inside the ends of all my multi-placers, I have Randa's Crafty Corner putty, and this time I'm using lychee. It smells good enough to eat, but guys, please do not. This is my Donna Bass pen and with a 4-placer. And then this is my random Amazon pen, and it's got a 10-placer. Straightening wedge in case I place any of those drills cattywampus, and Diamond Art Club murder tweezers in case I really screw up and the wedge can't fix it. I think we may run into some of those snowflakes, so I have some 775 ABs. I got these from DP with Sparklers. And of course, another Amazon purchase. This is Big Bertha. And then this just came with the kit. It is blue wax in case I'm a little paranoid that the Randa putty is still a little too strong to pick up the drills. Here we go. So, from last we left off, it was a sad day at my house because we had lost one of our fur babies. And we've just been kind of readjusting in a very big way. And by that, it's the stages of grief, of course, but getting rid of certain things that were either worn out or are no longer useful to us, because we have a single cat household, and the cat that we do have, her name is Allie. She has a cataract in one of her eyes because she is a senior kitty, and she is getting up there in age. So we got rid of our Vulcan cat fountain. Well, donated it to Goodwill, to be more precise, because we got it in February of this year, but it was a little too smooth of an operator, if you know what I mean. It was one of those fountains that was blue, and then it had the daisy in the middle, and the daisy would trickle the water. And it just ran so smooth that Allie wasn't able to see the water. Like, it wasn't refracting any light or anything. Y'all, please don't come after me that I'm doing this with my tweezers. I know everybody says that, like, oh, you're gonna, like, break the brass tip eventually if you keep on doing it. I mean, I have already with one of these pens, but these are a dime a dozen. Like, come on. Anywho. Previous cat fountain was too smooth of a operator. Like, it ran so smooth, it didn't, like, make any splashes or light refractions, so she couldn't see it. Or, at the very least, she had a hard time, because, you know, cataract, she can't really see out of one of her eyes now. And I've heard from a few folks that once they have cataracts, vets will often remove their eyes, so that's not fun. We haven't, like, we've heard that from people, but we haven't, like, taken the time to verify, because I am just now basically making the last payment on the care credit for everything with Dusty. So, I don't know, like, we'll see about that. She's been super clingy because she's the only kitty left now. Allie has just been clinging on to Andrea. She, like, is like, no, don't leave me. And for a while there, we were kind of thinking, like, what if we got another cat in the house? You know, like, would she be more comfortable, da-da-da, and, or if we got a dog, you know, like, maybe we could do a puppy, but I'm, like, me personally, I'm not in a place to, you know, go to puppy school along with it and train it and whatnot, because I've just got too much going on between work and the channel that I just, like, I would love another pet, but unfortunately do not have the time to take care of it properly. But, you know, sometimes, like, call it divine timing, or just, like, call it what you will. But, one of Alex's brothers is in the military, and, like, one of his big life goals was to, like, bucket list, shall we say, was to go to Japan. And he is going to go to Japan. So, conversating with him is going to be a lot different, because he'll be, you know, on a ship, so we may not be able to get a hold of him as readily and stuff like that. Like, I think it may be emailing and stuff like that is probably going to be, like, the primary mode of communication. But I mean, he is in Japan, and I'm an anime lover, so, you know, one of the things that I'm going to do when he gets here is, like, try and see if I can find him on PayPal, so that way if there's, like, any exclusive Sailor Moon or like Cardcaptor Sakura, like any sort of anime merch that I want him to pick up and it can only be in Japan, then, you know, if there's something that me or Alex wants, we can just send him the money and then he can ship it back to us here in the States. Which, that'll be awesome. I mean, it does kind of make me nervous because because his brother is like close proximity to China, and what if, you know, things get kind of hairy over there. I am hoping that they won't, though. Like, he'll get to explore a new country, he'll make some friends, he'll get to like go see all the things, share amazing pictures with us, and, you know, and make us all jealous and just like live his best life. I hope that nothing but like good times happen for him over there. Certainly over here, with me and Alex, it's been kind of a fun couple of weeks. I mean that both like literally and sarcastically. So we, you know, we like back when we had all of our pets, it was 3 cats plus a dog, and the dog would go in and out of the house. And because the dog went in and out of the house, and because we're on 5 acres out in the middle of the woods, we have fleas. And now that we're just down to 1 cat, we've been trying to get rid of the fleas on Allie. And I think a lot of them were just residual from Roger, Dusty, and Emily when they were here. But we've been bug bombing for fleas every like 2.5, 3 weeks or so, and we still haven't gotten rid of them. Like, it is crazy. Sometimes it'll be so bad to where Alex's parents will find like the actual fleas like crawling on them, and then they'll be like, whoa, we need to bug bomb like right now. And I'll have like 2 hours notice to like pack up my stuff and then like get out of the house. It is just like that egregiously bad. I do have like a couple of flea bites on me, but nothing like absurdly crazy. And that's mainly because, yes, I do pick up the cats and like play with them and hold them from time to time, but I typically don't let them spend extended periods in my room just because I'm like working and stuff, and I have kind of bad allergies anyway, so like my room really isn't the problem. I've been picking up more after myself. Like, I've been tidying up and getting rid of things. So yeah, it's just, they're annoying. Like, they don't want to go down without a fight. And I think that actually, now that I just got paid, I need to stop messing around, and I need to march myself in a PetSmart and then get some flea powder to put on my area rug just in case there are any flea eggs, flea larvae inside of the rug. Then, like, it's basically the same concept as DE or dichotomous earth. If you have bed bugs, I think it's pretty much the same thing, where it's powder that's like the same as your Ajax toilet cleanser, or like the stuff that you pour into swimming pools after you backwash. It's like this very fine powder, and it gets inside of all the little pores and crevices of the flea or the bed bug's exoskeleton, and they use those openings in their exoskeletons to breathe. So if you use that type of powder and it gets stuck up in there, then if they can't breathe, then they'll suffocate and they'll die. So I'm thinking next time I go out for groceries, I need to pick some of that up. Is there anything else that you guys like know or recommend? Because I know Allie has a flea collar, but I can't find it. I don't know. But yeah, it's like the times that we've bug bombed, we've like turned it into, Alex and I have turned it into like date nights, or you know, like an all day sort of date, depending on what time we're leaving the house and coming back, because we need to be gone for about like 3.5 to 4 hours every single time that they do it. There was one time where they bug bombed and we went out to the garage and we had dinner. And for y'all who don't live in the Oklahoma City area, the garage is a fast casual sort of restaurant. They have like burgers and chicken and like street style tacos, things like that. But it's like a sports bar type of atmosphere. I love their food. Their food is really, really good. I got the sticky finger burger, and it basically has like peanut butter on it. And I know y'all are probably thinking like, ew, peanut butter on a burger. But it's that whole like salty and sweet combination. It's kind of like the flavor profile of having a bacon ice cream sundae. If you've ever had one of those before, it's kind of the same flavor profile. So definitely, if you're into kind of odd combinations that just somehow work, that is definitely one that you should try. But yeah, there was one night where we just like ducked into the garage, we got some food, we went shopping, like for groceries, not like shopping. There was another time where it was actually quite recently. Alex's dad had spotted this place called Andy V's up on the north side of town, and they're kind of sort of the same concept as Dave and Buster's, but it's actually affordable. So Andy V's Bowling and Social, you have a pretty sizable arcade floor. They've got, of course, your coin pusher games like Angry Birds, Wizard of Oz, the Infinity War coin pusher. They have like the Red Cup Challenge, Ball Drop. They have Ticket Grab. They have Cut the Rope with a PS5 in it for $6 a pop. They have Pachinko, and like just all these, of course, like arcade staple games. And of course you've got like your claw machines with your plushies in it, and yeah. Their games range anywhere from $1.25 to $6 because, you're playing for the PlayStation. And the reason why this place is affordable and offers the most, like the best value per dollar is because you're straight up shoving a $100 bill or like a 50, whatever denomination. Like you'll straight up shove a $100 bill into the machine. You maybe have to insert an extra $2 to purchase your card as a one-time fee. And it's immediately 100 credits onto your card. You're not having to purchase any of the arcades like currency, because some of them cost like however many tokens or however many like what like insert name of arcade currency here, and it won't always perfectly convert to 100 US dollars. But because they base all of their games on the dollar system, it's like, yep, you know exactly what you're going for. And honestly, I would say that the coin pushers are gonna be best value for the money. And out of all the coin pushers, I mean, I can't really say anything about Wizard of Oz because I didn't play it. And I know that they had SpongeBob coin pushers, but I didn't play that either. Mainly because I did the smart thing and looked at, oh, how many tickets do I get if I get the set of characters? And they were only giving, I think, 3,000 tickets for the set of SpongeBob characters, but for all of the Avengers from the Infinity War coin pusher, it gave us 5,000. And we still have enough cards for like half of a second set. I gave $100 to my card. And by the time that Alex had exhausted all of his money on his, because he was trying so desperately for that PS5. And I was just looking at that like, the rope's not even free. Like, I am not going to feed the machine. But he wanted that PS5 so bad. Yeah. He almost blew half of his money on the PS5, but he did super duper good on like the shooting games and he was basically milking those for tickets, which was awesome. And where did my patty wax go? Oh, there it is. Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. So eventually I told him, like, because I'm like notorious for doing this in arcades, right? But I told him, like, don't hate me, babe, but for about as long as you've been playing Cut the Rope for the PS5, I've been just sitting here playing pachinko, and I've already gotten like 3,000 tickets. And then he's like, are you serious? Coin pushers are the way to go at this one? I'm just like, yes. So we just like fed the crap out of the Infinity War machines, and like the Infinity Stones, they were so easy to get. If you gather all the stones, you unlock a bonus game where you get to spin a wheel. And I think it maxes out at 200 tickets. Which makes sense. That's why, you know, your other objective is to get the cards for the bigger payout. But then we're always kind of like that one couple that goes to the arcade, and then it's like when we go, we always have to get a game tech for something. I first experienced that type of phenomena when I was 8 years old, and my parents did a road trip to Las Vegas, and they let me have $100 for the entire week in the basement of Excalibur, and we played all the games, and every single time, on like at least once per day for that whole entire week, I had to call a game tech because I won the jackpot. And it got so bad to where at the end of the week, my dad's like, all right, you need to be a big girl and you need to learn how to do this. I will stay with your machine and you go get them. And I'm just like, okay, cool. So, yeah, like when it came time for us to trade in all of our cards, we had to find a game tech, and then we found one, and then it's because the machine that's supposed to take our cards for like all of the Avengers and load them onto our gameplay card, it wasn't working. So like the game form manager had to come with her card and like swipe it and do all the things, and then it's basically like they had to reboot the machine, and then they're like very slowly tallying the $5,000 onto my card. But the cool thing about Andy B's is like they have Loungefly purses and they're in the prize redemption area. They have like kawaii stuff. So they have like Hello Kitty stuff and LOL dolls. They've got like the Minecraft stuff. Like you can get creeper pillows and like things like that, and like Minecraft swords. But you can also get kind of like the bougie stuff that you might pay like $15 for, you know, on Amazon. Like satin pillowcases or like a nice set of essential oils, like things like that. But in like the Hallelujah chorus, like glass case, that every single kid or adult with a kid inside of them like envies to open up. They have a PS5, they have a Xbox Series X, both of them with the disc readers, mind you. They have the Quest 2, they have the Wii, or not the Wii, sorry, wrong Nintendo thing. They have the Switch. Like, seriously good prizes. And the PS5 is 150,000 tickets. Between me and Alex, like, we each spent $100. Like, he swiped his debit card for $100. I swiped my credit card for $100. And then towards the end, I let Alex have a extra 20 to load onto his card. So like altogether we spent $220, and we got approximately 9,000 tickets in between the two of us. The last time that me and him had earned that many tickets at an arcade was Main Event in 2020. So it was long before any of the inflation happened. And it was just after it was just as like a lot of the lockdown stuff was easing up. I want to say like July of 2020. That was kind of the last time that we had earned that many tickets from an arcade run. And that's because we got extremely lucky and we were hitting jackpots on most of the things. At Andy B's, we didn't even hit jackpots on like any of the things, and we still got 9,000 tickets. So if any of y'all are in the greater Oklahoma City area and you're bored of Main Event, you're bored of Dave & Buster's, like you're looking for a new arcade, Andy B's is the way to go. Because yes, even though Dave & Buster's may have more adult type prices, or yeah, prizes, excuse me. It's been a day. Cannot talk. Even though they may have like the better, more grown-up prizes, you have to deal with stuff like holiday rates with them. Like, they will specifically raise the number of credits required to play their games during peak times. So, like, over the Thanksgiving weekend would be one of those, or like from December 20th through January 4th, basically, would be another one of those where the holiday price would kick in. So your money is just not going to go as far, which, like, sucks. But yeah, like that was awesome. One of the other fun things that we did, it wasn't a bug bomb weekend, but oh, it was a fun weekend. We went to the second annual Oklahoma City Renaissance Fair over in the fairgrounds. And I think like they were supposed to have it at another location, because I think that it wasn't even gonna be in Oklahoma City. I think it was gonna be somewhere else. Like, I don't know. I remember seeing like something for Ada. I don't know if it was the balloon festival or what, but I remember the Renaissance Festival being somewhere else, and then I like looked a few weeks later, and then it was saying that it was the state fairgrounds for November the 4th. So of course Alex and I are going there, and then my GPS essentially makes me do like an illegal left-hand turn, because I didn't realize that the streets were splitting into one-way onlys over there. But thankfully it was very early in the day, so there wasn't hardly anybody over there. We just had one person just like honk at us, whatever. So we just like turned it around and we got back to where we needed to be. And we walked and we walked and walked. And it said gate number 2. And we probably walked like 2 blocks, what felt like, before we actually found the entrance to the Renaissance Festival. We met up with some cool people on the way, and we just like kept on bumping into them throughout the Renaissance Festival, because it was only the second annual one. It was so small. It was just basically like the bazaar, and that was it. Like, there was jousting and stuff set up, and there were a few stages set up. It was like all on the lawn over in that area by, I think, like May and 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yep, that's supposed to go there. Okay. And of course, because it's the Renaissance Festival and it was in kind of a compact area, it was a little more crowded than what it probably actually was. But because Alex's sensory processing, and he has some special needs that I have to account for, and I'm just like introverted in general. My social battery gets depleted fast. His gets depleted even faster. So we basically walked around for, I think, like half the day. And we started picking up pieces of an outfit for him by the time we went home. We picked up like an arm guard and a bracer for him. And they're all just like spiked. And then we picked up a third one. It was just a single, and it had like rabbit's fur on the inside poking out. If you've ever seen any of the pictures of Warrior from Final Fantasy XIV, where they have like that legacy set of gear that you earn from completing like the core game, those type of bracers that have like the fur poking out of them, that's basically what we bought at the Renaissance Festival. And the one arm guard and bracer that he has on his other arm were spiked. Like, yeah, like spiked. And it's so funny, right? Because I'm all trying to adjust them and stuff like that, and then I would just randomly forget, and I'd go to like hold his hand or something, and I just get like poked. I'd just be like, I forget that those are there. So definitely next time we need to make sure that he gets like that white, like the white, that, you know, white like Renaissance type of like pirate shirt, I guess. I don't know what to call it. But we need to make sure that he gets that, and we need to make sure that he gets like a leather vest to wear over top. And then he can put his arm guards and his bracers over top of that and stuff. And he also purchased a sword there at the Renaissance Fair, and it was all battle worn and stuff too. So he's just been building like this Guts from Berserk style character, and yeah, like it's hilarious. But honestly though, like if he keeps it up, I kind of, and he gets like actual plate armor, like metal plate armor, he needs to just complete the ensemble and carry a great sword with him. Sorry, but not sorry. Of course, I picked up a few things at the Renaissance Festival myself. One of which is this Tiger's Eye bracelet, because yes, they did have a whole bunch of like handmade soaps, like lotions, potions, new agey and witchy stuff. Like at the tent, the Pirate's Booty, they had like a ton of gorgeous hairpins and tiaras, and I didn't get it from their booth specifically, but I got hairpins from this other booth. So that's that. And the reason for hairpins is just because my hair is like super long. And of course, because I'm like starting to get into my mid-30s, it's been starting to thin out a little bit, but it's still like super duper thick to the point where If I'm not wanting to have it on the back of my neck at all, like I cannot do the low ponytail or like a claw clip for whatever reason, hair sticks is basically what I use. And then I got this other like plain Jane bamboo one. Sometimes the hair can get stuck in these notches where they made it look like bamboo, so that can be kind of sucky, but other than that, they're great. I love them. I absolutely love the one with that purple flower. It is gorgeous. And of course, you know, like we had picked up like other goodies for other family members that is essentially going to be their Christmas present this year, so can't, you know, talk much on that. But definitely, like, I realized, holy guacamole, money does not go far at the Renaissance Fair because, especially for any of the, like, leather goods, things like that, you are paying for an artisan who has spent their time making the item. And a lot of the pieces, like the arm guards, they came out to like a couple $100. So if you've never been to a Renaissance fair before, and you want to build your outfit there, I would say come prepared with like $1,000, because especially if your goal is like in the one single weekend to get your whole entire outfit, like weapons, accessories, and all, I'd say come with $1,000 and be prepared to spend all $1,000. But, you know, if you are able to be patient and maybe pick up a few key items like we did over the years as you're going, you'll be able to gradually just like add on. And you'll be able to use your things interchangeably with each other. Like skirt hikes, super versatile. Like those stretchy corset type of belts, or like waist cincher kind of belts that you could pick up in, and even places like Torrid, like that can totally add to an outfit. Of course, some of your other places like Fredericks of Hollywood, where they like, where it's, you know, or even Victoria's Secret, where they're like selling corsets meant for like fun times with your significant other, like there we go. Yeah, like even some of that, if you pair it with like that white billowy shirt, and maybe you have like leather leggings and you pair it like with a pirate hat, you can probably spend maybe half the money that you would have otherwise, that you would have shelled out at the Renaissance Fair. Like, I don't know, but if you're looking to get it all at the Renaissance Fair, like, just be expected to pay. It was Alex's first time going to one, and I have just straight up told him, if we go to one again, we need to come with at least $1,000. But also, I told him we need to go to the one in Phoenix because they've had theirs going for the last 20 years. That place is huge and they have buildings for theirs. And when you first enter, you're given a pamphlet. It'll have the layout of the place, and on the back of it, it'll have your schedule for all the events and everything, and they're just so much well organized, whereas I felt like it was a little cattywampus because everybody was getting lost trying to find where the Renaissance Fair was going to be. I think they may have had a last minute change of location because we were not the only couple to get lost. Like, there were tons and tons of people who actually got kind of lost. But then again, like November 4th, I kind of am curious as to know what they were thinking because they have like 5 different events going on at the state fairgrounds. Anywho, I feel like I have been talking at y'all for an hour and a day, and then my boyfriend needs to get some sleep. He has work tomorrow. I will let you all go, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.